What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. This is interview 673 interviews I've done. Give this special guest from Bronx, New York to Boston 617 a second to get on here, and we will start this Iccy Show. If you want to be a guest, I'm booking to January, so inbox your girl, Jackie Brown, with 2 C's, I.E. Brown, and all my interviews are $50. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary. My condolences to anyone who has lost anyone. Salute, happy Monday to everybody. Peace, love, and respect. The next interview after today is, I got my list. Peace, peace. Put your air codes in countries you are tuning in. On the 3rd of November, the 4th, the 6th, the 9th, the 12th, 29th, 27th, 19th, 21st, 22nd. The list goes on. So inbox me if you're interested to get your local international interview. So we're going to give them a second to get on here. Peace, peace, everybody. Put your air codes in countries you are tuning in from. Oh, you like it? Thank you, thank you. I had the jacket on today, and it matched. It was kind of like the set. So we're just waiting for him to get on here. Shout out to Legal Mob Entertainment. Peace, love, and respect. Don't forget, it's breast care month, October. So show support, definitely. Anyone that's fighting, don't give up. That's for sure. 718 repping. I see you. I see you. I'm going to send you the invite again. Peace, love, and respect, Nancy. Much love. Hope I seen you were in the hospital. I hope you're feeling better. Here we go.
Yes,
Hey,
ma'am.
King, how you?
Peace,
Welcome,
Queen.
Triple OG.
All right. How you doing, Queen?
Good, King. Welcome to the Iccy Show. This is interview 673 interviews I've done. And how you doing this
Good,
evening?
Queen. Good by the grace of God. Everything's good. How about yourself?
I'm alive right now.
Absolutely.
on the
Absolutely.
on the
On the
thread.
thread. Yeah, absolutely.
Today everybody's been getting me going.
Oh,
So
oh.
so welcome to the Iccy Show. For the people that don't know of you, what made you start to get into this industry?
Well, uh, pretty much from, I go all the way back to the beginning, in the 70s when we were just doing it in the parks and, house parties and the community centers, and then, as it evolved, I evolved with it, you know. It took me a while though to get in the industry part of it because I had a couple little vacations in between, if you know what I mean.
Yes, yes.
But you know, not really till the '90s, did I start, getting involved, because of my partner that kind of brought me in, and I just started getting adapting to what the industry was about, learning the business. And I was able to put a record out in the 90s called The Outlaw, a reggae hip hop record. About 1994, I put it out. And that helped me to get the understanding of what the industry was about and meeting people, traveling, and learning at the same time, again, the business, because it was a lot going on, you know what I mean, that we needed to know, coming into this,
Definitely.
Yes.
So since you went way back then, how do you feel about the new school and the old school, what DJs use? Are you old school, like you like the
Yeah,
turntables, or you're
I'm,
okay with the new technology?
yeah, no, I'm okay with the new technology, but I'm old school, I like turntables, still got vinyls, I still DJ, I started out as a DJ, I wasn't I didn't become a rapper really to the '90s, but I've been DJing since 1978. Now I'm an old school MC, what we call MCing. I was doing that, all the way to the '80s. Into the '80s, which is rapping and MCing is two different things. That's a whole nother conversation.
What,
But
what
the
was your name
'90s.
back then and back in the day?
Well, my first MC name was Disco Beat. Then
Mhm.
my cousins dubbed me Teddy Bear, because I was always a little chubby, and that stuck for a while. And then, like in the say mid '80s, I graduated into Prince Dominique, which stuck for another maybe 12, 15 years. Everybody knew me as Prince Dominique the Outlaw. Then around the late '90s, I got my OG card, and started Don Figga, began, that era. So I've been in a couple of eras of it.
Okay, okay. Well, I was born in the 78, so I heard you say the 78, so salute to you, definitely.
Absolutely.
And let's
Absolutely.
talk about you have a new mixtape that is dropping.
Yeah.
What's the name of that so that
It's
people can go
Streets of
download it,
Pain.
check it out?
Yeah, Streets of Pain. It'll be dropping next month, right before Thanksgiving. And of course, I'm gonna make sure I get you all the info on all the platforms. It's really just gonna be on YouTube and SoundCloud, free. You know what I mean? Free mixtape. For people to listen to. Yes.
Is there any more slots if an artist wants to take part in that?
Well, this project is kind of like a public awareness project, so I wouldn't have any slots on this one. But the next one we're going to be doing, with my guy DJ E-Man, will be, soliciting for artists, that want to come on and be a part of it. We'll announce that, uh, once we work out the details on, how we're going to do it.
How often do you drop your mixtapes?
So, well, due to my age, you know, every couple of years, So, this one took me a while to put together. So, I don't drop mixtapes often, but, pretty much depending on how I'm able to work, if I'm able to work on it, a lot and, then yeah, I would drop every month if I could, but, unfortunately I can't do that. But,
What's
um,
holding you back? That the reason why you can't drop every month?
well, I got work to do. I got all kinds of stuff going on, and you know, uh, so you got to have time, to do it. You know what I mean? Plus, I like to formulate and put stuff together. I don't, like to just, oh, I got 10 songs. Let me put it on a mixtape. I like to make sure that it makes sense. You know what I mean? So when people listen to it, they know that they're listening to something and not just something that somebody just threw together, because I had a couple of freestyles or whatever. I really want to give a body of work, or what we call a body of work, that people can listen to and respect and say, oh, okay, I'm feeling him. I like what he's doing.
Mhm. We got Jamaica in the building. We got Boston in the building. I
Respect,
see you. Pick
respect.
up, pick up. I see you. Definitely salute.
Salute, salute.
Is there anything holding you back right now in your career?
Well, I wouldn't say that, I would say not that it's holding me back, but because of how the system is now, the industry is operating on a whole different wavelength. So, kind of got to fit into where people like you are. You know what I mean? I don't fit into the newer stuff because that's the younger generation, doing their thing. I got a lot of nephews. I do little features on their stuff, but I'm more or less still old school. You know, my stuff is more uh, for people more towards my age, and so yeah, I wouldn't say anything's really holding it back, but you know, funds, because
Right.
everything costs money, and and time, because I don't have the disposable time I did like I did when I was younger. So sometimes time could be a factor that kind of throws things off. I've been wanting to put this mixtape out for 2 years, you know, but timing is everything though. Sometimes it's better to wait till it's the right time. You know what I mean? I think
Mhm.
right now with all that's going on in the world, we all going through pain in the streets, as you see. I think now is the right time for it to come out.
I definitely think that that's what I was gonna say. This younger generation needs the old school music, what we used to have in the 80s, 90s, baby making music, bringing that back. I feel like that was less violence. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of young artists, and people just listen to certain music to the streets.
Right,
But I feel like, when DJs start to bring out the old school music, I feel like it can make a difference to get into these kids' head, because every time you go to a wedding, you go to a baby shower, you go to an engagement party, you do hear the 80s and 90s being brought back.
right,
So I feel like
absolutely.
that era never goes away. Even techno.
Right. Oh,
Um,
oh man, yeah, I love techno.
yes.
I love techno music. Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
maybe you could do like every month you could change it up. Do a reggae one month. Look for artists that do that are reggaeton, reggae. You could do techno one month. Holiday if it's a holiday month. Rap one day. You could change it up. Definitely. I
Right.
feel like you're really good at what you do. I feel like that it would be that's just a suggestion from
Yeah.
me. I'm nobody,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we're
There's
both
somebody.
Mr. Mob Entertainment. Shout out to Miss BK Queen over there.
Oh, peace,
Much
queen.
love. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying peace to the queen.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, actually, right now, I have a reggaeton project that's coming out. Um, with my brother, Dr. Nick, from LA. So because I do reggae hip hop. I'm a reggae hip hop artist. So uh, we're gonna be putting that project out next month as well. It'll be a single, and that will probably be more commercial. you know, way more commercial club dance. That kind of thing. So but I just can't do it every month because it's a lot of work to. I don't have a studio where I live. The studio I'm with is in New York, in the Bronx, and I live in Delaware. So, commuting and and all that stuff, it's costs.
What
I mean,
about if I know artists that are looking to get on mixtapes? I know a couple artists in Jamaica. They are reggaeton and reggae
right,
artists. Would you want them on your mixtape? I mean, you would of course have to listen to their
right.
music, but um, would that help you out to bring out
Look,
a
I
mixtape?
love working with other people. I mean, I would love to work with like the reggaeton stuff we doing. Is not that one is not going to be a mixtape. It's going to be an actual record, that we're putting out. But I would love to hear some reggaeton, more reggaeton because most of my people are from Yard, so I got like tons and tons of Yard man, you know, sending stuff. But I'm looking for more Latin, you know what I mean? Those that can rap in Latin or they could chat reggaeton, sing in Spanish. I'm actually looking for that.
Okay,
So if you have
so
people like that, they want to send you, some
oh,
stuff. Absolutely, you could send it to me, and we can see how we can start coming together with some things.
Okay, okay. So if there's any artist that does dancehall, Spanish reggaeton, reggae, please,
Dembo,
I'm sorry,
Dembo. That's a
anybody,
like a
for
Dominican.
those in those categories, if you could reach out to Triple G over here, let them know where all your social media is so they can reach out to you directly.
It would probably be best to reach me here on Facebook, in Messenger, TRPLOGDF, which is triple OG, down figure. And, message me there, and then I can give them the email and all that, or they can actually send a song or a video in there and let me see what they're doing. And this way I could see if it's someone that I can work with, But yeah, absolutely. I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for reggaeton artists that I would like that I can work with on my next project, my album that I'm working on with my guy Dr. Nick. Excuse me. So yeah, absolutely.
Now,
Send me your material.
will you be charging a small price for them to get their music played on there?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
All right, so artists, you better step up the game. A lot of people, you guys will be inboxing me, asking me how to get on mixtapes, and this is an opportunity. So definitely jump on it. And what about hosting mixtapes? Triple G, have you ever thought
Yeah,
of doing that?
yeah. I've hosted mixtapes and from here to New Zealand. So absolutely, if someone wants me to do that, absolutely. If somebody wants me to do a hook or a verse, you know,
Mr.
hit me
Rogers,
up.
he said I added you. He's an R&B singer here. Salute.
Oh,
Put your
salute.
ear close to countries you are tuning in from. Salute. We got Jamaica in the building. We're Africa in the building. We got 718 in the building. Boston 617 and the Bronx. So salute everybody. That's what I'm talking about. So you already got you got an R&B singer on here.
Absolutely.
They inbox you. So there
Okay.
we go. Let's make this
Yeah.
happen. So
Yeah. I check
maybe
out.
we. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying I'll check him out. I'll check out his stuff, whatever he
So
has.
maybe we can get you in the swing of getting dropping those for 2025. Maybe we can start having you drop once a month. I think that would be a good idea for you, and especially if you talk about the funds, but if you're not charging to get the artists and they own the music, all you would probably have to do is have someone make the cover for you. And if you have your YouTube, and you could share it already on there.
Right.
So I'll help you out in the direction of I can. And I know Queen Miss BK, she got a lot of connections over there with the CEO of Illegal Mob Entertainment. So I think 2025 is gonna be your year, Triple G over here. We need
Yeah, I
you to
hope
get an
so.
award.
Well, I don't know if I get an award, but hopefully I'll be able to get the music out and people would enjoy it.
I
Yeah,
feel it.
absolutely.
I feel it. If and now, are you a type of DJ to when you're hosting a mixtape, do you be saying stuff in the middle of the mixtape and scratching and stuff, or you just play the
Well,
music?
I don't like I'm old school, so usually I don't scratch or nothing like that. But my DJ does, DJ E-Man, excuse me. And, he scratches on all my stuff and, and then produces it as well. And my cousin Dice, So, if somebody's looking for a DJ, to beats or DJ, for them or whatever, inbox me. I connected with my DJ E-Man, who was also a veteran in the game. You know what I mean? We got sound systems, so we still come out in the parks in the summer. We got stuff from back in the '80s, and then we got the new stuff too. So but he is more of a DJ of now. Me, I just more like just DJ scratching, old school beats and breaks because that's just something that I love to do. And those small underground hip hop circles, which Boston is. I used to be up there in the early '90s, Brandeis University. My homie was a DJ there in the college radio, and I would come up and hang out. and he would be DJing, and we was doing parties with the college up there and all that. And where he lived at, uh, the projects was literally right down the street. I forgot the name of the project there, but we hung out a lot. This was when Guru was around and Ed OG, God bless Ed OG, and they was doing their thing, and we would come up, and connect with those guys a lot because we were all in the same, native tongues and and that like that.
Yes, definitely. Boston actually, that's why when I did my tour, I did it, because I was tired of hearing everyone say, oh, Boston got the curse. No, Boston got some
Yeah,
legends. Boston,
absolutely.
yeah. And it used to bother me because I'll be going to different states and they're like, "Are you from Boston or New York?" Because of my
Yeah.
accent, so they couldn't distinguish where I was from. And
Right.
when I say Boston, they're like Boston, and they're like, "Oh, you're with the curse." I'm like, "No, we're not with the curse. We have great talent in
Yeah,
Boston 617. Let's
absolutely.
not get it twisted." And there's a lot of upcoming artists that are coming out, and they're just starting. But in 5 years, you're gonna see them everywhere. I believe in
Absolutely.
them. A lot of them, and salute to everyone from Boston 617
Absolutely.
and all around the surrounding New England. Keep on going. Don't let no one take you to shine. I know there's a lot of hostility going on right now, but we got to keep it solid. We got to keep it going and push one another. That's the
That's
key.
the
If we
key.
push one another, things will get out there faster.
Right.
And
Shout
that's
out
what
to,
I did.
no, I'm sorry. No, go ahead,
Sorry.
sweet. I'm sorry. No, no, go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
that's what I did on DB on television. I was out there with Farrah Bacon for a year and a half in Springfield.
Oh,
I used to go
okay.
every Wednesday. It was Woo
Right.
Wednesday. And we would do the top 10 music videos. And the reason why I did it, I would travel 2 hours there and 2 hours back every Wednesday to be a host on the television, DB on television, for the artists to help push them
Right.
to get them out there because you never know who is watching in on that television station.
Right. Absolutely.
So a couple of artists from Boston, I would probably say seven, took advantage of it, but a lot of them that I thought would didn't.
Right.
And I was like, why? You get an interview on television. You don't know who's watching. It's Woo Wednesday.
Right.
Shout out to Wu Tang,
Right.
always and
Shout out.
forever family right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Peace to the gods.
Pieces of God,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Absolutely. Shout out to my homie Big Shot. He's from Boston.
Yes,
Y'all probably heard of Big Shot.
yeah.
That's my homie right there. Dear mine.
Salute.
He got stuff out right now. And I do stuff with them too. He comes down, to New York and records with my guys over there, Rich Pockets and Damo Tex and Burl Hall. And I've got stuff with them. But I know Big Shot has couple of singles out right now, and he's got a clothing line. So shout out to Big Shot. Shout out to Chops Turner. He's from Providence, but he's in Boston most of the time. He's my OG, and he's legendary. And when
Yes,
I tell you legendary, he's a singer, and he is actually uh, the guy that auditioned with Maurice Starr back in like the '90s, early '90s. But New Edition, they went with New Edition. But my guy Chops, he still stayed in the game. He's still working up there. Every time I see Chops, he's doing something up there. He's older than me, but he's an OG and he's official. So shout out to him, you know what I mean? Because he's
salute.
in,
If
Boston a
you ever
lot.
need an interview, link with me. I got you,
Oh,
Mr.
absolutely. I'm
DJ.
gonna make sure that's and Big Shot. I want to make sure that I try to get y'all connected, because they're doing great things up there. And, I know by next year you're gonna probably be hearing a lot from them too.
Awesome, awesome. Um, if you could travel to 5 states or 5 countries, where would they be? Where would you start your tour?
Well, I would start in LA because
Okay.
I'm deep out there. Shout out to EY, All Light No Smoke, Judah Star, Baby Mac, Huncho, DMF. You know, I would start there because that's like my second home. And then, of course, Atlanta, you got to go to Atlanta. I mean,
Mhm.
if you're doing music, you got to go to Atlanta. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And then I shoot over to St. Martin. Shout out to St. Martin, all my people down there, and Japan, you know, Jamaica, of course, Yard, you know what I mean? Canada, Toronto, shout out to CEO Finesse, definitely there. And then England, because I love England. I haven't been back in a while, but yeah, so I will start there in those places.
Awesome, awesome. Do you think you will start a tour anytime
Yeah,
soon?
I'm working on it. So that's why I was telling you, when I hit you up, like I'm gonna get back with you soon. I like to see, like if you got some venues up there, you know what I mean, that I can look at, and let's look at, you know, what venues are good venues, and see about me trying to bring something there, because I don't only have music, but I also have a comedy circuit as well. I work with a lot of comedians, so I like to bring a comedy music series more than just music. I like to also bring the comedians as well, and uh, and the
Have you ever
poets.
heard of Chris Lindbergh?
Yeah, I have heard of Chris Lampert.
He's he got his own Comedyville. He's the
Right.
CEO of Comedyville. He's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
on the Icy Show a few times.
Yeah, I've
He's
seen him
actually
on your
next month he'll
thing.
be on
Yeah,
here again.
absolutely.
But
Yeah.
he's out of Shy, and
Right.
I think you should link with him because he's always throwing shows all around. So
Okay.
maybe you can do something with
No,
him.
absolutely. And I'm one thing about Dog Figure, I'm a networker. And that's how I build everything that I've built, because I network with people, and I've been able to travel the world because of that.
Mhm.
I'm not famous, you know what I mean? But I've opened up for a lot of big artists, and I've been in many places and done my own thing. I survived off music. I've never done nothing else. you
Hey,
know,
Soul Survivor. That's what
absolutely.
I call it. Soul Survivor. Still in the industry, never stop. You went from the 70s to the 80s, 90s, 20s. Here we are, 2024, going into 2025. I believe 2025 will be your year. 2025, I believe you will get an award. That's in existence. So keep
Hey,
on
man.
going, Triple OG. We
Yo,
need we need
that's crazy.
DJs like you in this industry that's been in it and stay consistent and keep on going, and we're part of League of Mob Entertainment together. So,
Absolutely.
whatever I can help you with, I'll be glad to.
Absolutely. No, like I said, I definitely want to network and look at, trying to bring, a small tour in. Touring is hard. It's not like it used to be back in the days, you know what I mean, because of a lot of the stuff that's going on, to my young people out there, people shooting up each other and all that stuff. So a lot of venues don't want rap.
Mm.
Like I used to, like I got a stage, I got a big giant stage. I used to bring my stage out and all that. Can't even do that no more because everybody's shooting, and so now I got to be real selective with it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want that kind of situation. I don't want people getting hurt and getting killed. We got to realize that music is music. It's not about beefing.
Mhm.
It's about just making good music. If you got your little gangster stuff, that's fine. You can spit your gangster or whatever. But it's not about going at somebody, because then now it turns into something else. And that stuff I don't tolerate. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
too old for that. And that's why I stopped doing the tour stuff. Because
Mhm.
I can't put my insurance in and then I gotta pay for somebody's funeral.
Right.
And I've
Right.
had to do
No.
that a couple of times. So that's when I
Right.
stopped doing it. But me and BK, we've been talking about it, because BK too, she does tours. That's how we connected. Do that. We've been talking for the past 5 years. Like, yo, we gonna put this tour together. It's like, every year, we don't really do it because so much stuff happens. It changes what can happen. So, now we dealing with sponsors don't want to sponsor, so, I'm just trying to encourage the young people. You guys, you want to get your music out, you want to see the world, y'all gotta stop the violence, man. You know what I mean? Because nobody's gonna let you in the building if they feel you're gonna tear their building up. You know what
Right.
I mean? So
And if you're on the black ball list, if you're on the black list too, if your name comes up on there, you're already hot. So they're not gonna let you in that
Not gonna
club
let you
or
in.
have you play music. And it's
Absolutely.
like, why would you even want to risk it? Like I used to host a nightclub in Lynn. Lynn's one of the craziest cities around in New England,
Right.
and on Saugus Route 1.
Right.
And I used to do it 7 days a week at Sariano's in Lynn, Massachusetts. And I would have, it's who you have at that
Right.
door. If you got a tight security and they're doing their job, things will go smooth.
Right.
If you have one slip up, then that's when a tragic could happen.
Right.
And I did it for 7 months
Right.
straight, 7 days a week. I
Right.
always had performances all around come in and do their thing from South Carolina, Boston, you name it.
Right.
And, you know, we never had conflict
Right.
because I had tight
Yeah. Tight
security
security.
and it was my own tight
Right.
security. So it's like if I'm having someone that's going to run the door, I'm making sure they're doing their
Right.
job. I'm not going to risk anybody's life, especially working so hard. I've been in this industry since 2008 nonstop.
Right.
And it's like, I want to see everyone succeed. I want to give everyone, that's why I keep my platform going
Yeah.
because I know who I can connect with this one and this one to connect with this
Right.
one. But you got to stay positive. And
Right.
this young
Absolutely.
generation, it's not about killing.
Right.
It's not about robbing.
Right.
It's not about doing this. How about come together? Bring the Bible into your raps.
Right.
Bring about positivity so you can go to colleges to perform. They're
Right.
not going to let
Absolutely.
you, if you're talking about killing this one, killing that one, they're going to stop you and say, I'm sorry, we can't do any shows with you because of
Exactly.
your music.
Exactly. See, I don't want to suffer because of that. I don't want them to say, "Oh, wasn't you with those guys?" No, I wasn't with them. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like stopping my shine. So now it's really being selective. I got to listen to the material. I got to see videos on the artist. I got to talk to the artist so I can see where their heads is at because we can't risk messing up a tour.
Yes.
Artists need the tour
Yes.
because there's no more CDs, there's no more records, there's no cassette. Streaming ain't paying nothing. So if you ain't on the road or and selling your merch, how you gonna make money? You know what I mean?
I
Miss
used
me
to be
with the
old
dope
school.
game because the dope game ain't even. You know what I'm saying? So you guys y'all gotta step it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't even have big tours anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
the '90s artists are touring because nobody's afraid of them, so they're booking
Wu Tang.
them
Wu
there.
Tang's always
Oh yeah.
touring. Shout out to the Wu.
I
Definitely.
mean,
Come on.
but
Legend right there
take
for
it.
the children always.
One thing about the Wu that I respect is there's only one other organization that did what they're doing, and that's Zulu Nation. And Wu Tang literally set a global precedent because they made sure everything they did got that W on it. So now they're all around the world. They're doing their own shows. They control it. They're bringing in their own artists. They're pushing their own merch and their own brand, and they're making sure that there ain't no foolishness going on at the events. And that's why
Hmm.
it's there. So people need to take that cue and say, yeah, well, I can do that. And you can. You know what I'm saying? It's just, again, like, you got to be real selective on the kind of artists you have. And, I think a lot of it with the artists is that you don't be intimidated by another artist because
Hmm.
everybody's different.
Yes.
This guy's not doing what you're doing. This girl's not doing what you're doing. So don't look at that one and be like, oh, man, our stuff is better. See, right there, that kills it right there. You just get up there and do the best you can with what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm 58 years old and I'm still performing.
Right.
I still go all around the world and I ain't intimidated by nobody. I don't believe in this one's better than that one and that one. Hey, you do what you do, I do what I do. But everybody ain't gonna like me. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the game. You know what I
Yes.
mean? But you still do it because that's what you do. If
Right.
you doing it as a career, so this has been my career. I pay my bills, everything off of this. I don't got a side job, none of that. If I'm not doing music, I ain't making no money. So
Right.
this is the only other thing I do besides this is food, cook food.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And we
That's
got
like
the
a cook.
restaurant
I always
cooking.
say that if not everyone's gonna like my show,
Right.
It's like a cook 100 meals for
Right.
everybody, the same meal. You're not gonna not all those 100 people are gonna like your
Right.
food. There's probably gonna be 10 people that might say something negative, but you're gonna keep pushing.
Right.
Who cares what they
Absolutely.
say? You just keep it positive and you keep on climbing. Keep it
Absolutely.
positive, keep on climbing. We got Ganya in the building from Africa. Salute. We got
Salute.
Cambridge, my home city. Salute, salute. A lot of good people in the building right now
Absolutely.
listening.
Salute to
The triple
everybody.
OG over here, the one and famous DJ over here.
Salute everybody. Salute. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Tap into that Jackie Brown show. Every time y'all see her up here, tap in. You know what I'm saying? Because she's official
Thank
and
you.
she's really, really doing a great thing. So I love watching your stuff when I can because I see what you're doing. I love that you do the Bible study. You know, we
Thank you.
talked about that the other day. And you know, my this is it. This is what I mean. Like if there were 30 Jackie Browns out here, you know what I mean? Like, you know, because we have a different network now. Salute to you, whoever put that up there. I can't really see who it is, but salute to you as well, whoever just
Oh, that's
dropped that
Anthony.
salute.
He's another
And
DJ
nice,
from New
nice.
York,
Okay. Oh, okay.
Brooklyn, 718.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's Brooklyn or Queens, somewhere around there. Okay, absolutely, King. Salute. Um, you know, what my goal is to unite people
Mm-hmm.
like yourself. You know, podcasters, you know, venues. And what happened is we can create our own network, you know what I mean? And if we can become a unified body, you know what I'm saying, of podcasters and venues, now I can go to the liquor companies, I can go to
Mm-hmm.
the sneaker companies and say, hey, you know, can you sponsor this? Can you sponsor that? You know, but nobody wants to be a part of foolishness. It has to be professional. Everything got to be professionally done. And
Yes.
if it's not, ain't nobody going to want to deal with us. You know what I mean? So that's what I try to
Yes.
teach the young people. Be a professional. Be a professional how you put your music together. Be a professional how you put your videos together. Be a professional of how you do your paperwork. Make sure you got paperwork. Don't do nothing without a contract or an agreement with a signature. All that shaking hands and dapping is cool till the money drop. Somebody ain't gonna get paid
Right.
because there's no paperwork.
Right.
So keep it all business. Don't take it personal.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take it personal because somebody is trying to do business with you, and you taking it like, oh, what you talking about, man? It's business, man. It's
Yes.
business because business is what it is. You know, the music industry is a business.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, you know, you just see Gucci Man dropped all them artists. People was mad. Oh, why did he do that? It's business.
Yep.
He kept 3 artists on his label because he can't afford to keep all these artists if they ain't all, you know,
Mm-hmm.
nothing's coming in. You know, you gotta. It happens. But you
Right.
guys got to be more independent for yourselves, and you got to learn how to move and shake in the game, and you can get booked. You know, there's organizations that have events like NACA, NACA. NACA is the National Academy of Campus Activities,
Mm-hmm.
and they book artists in colleges, but you got to sign up with them. Yeah, it costs a couple of dollars, but guess what? You sign up with them and get one of the packages, you'll be performing in colleges all around the country and getting paid.
Yeah.
That's one of the first things I did in the 90s when I put a record out. I signed up with NACA, and then I went and performed all around the country, and I made money. And I think that package cost me a couple of thousand, but compared to what I made, you know what I mean? So, you know, there's ways of doing it, but you got to be willing to learn more about the business side. It's all good if you can rap, but if you don't know nothing about business, you're going to get robbed every time you do something. There ain't
Facts.
nobody gonna care. You know what I'm saying? So be willing to listen, young people. And that's something we could do too, Queen. You know, I would love to bring in, you know, some seminars and stuff, you know, where we could speak to the young people and try to help them and educate them and guide them in the direction of where they can go to learn the knowledge. And, you know, I mean, we could do it on Zoom, but you know what? I like to show up. You know,
Yes, me
technology is
too.
cool, but nobody gonna respect me just because I'm in the screen. But when I show up in your city and I'm shaking your hand and you can see me and touch me, now it's like, oh snap, he came. He came here and he talked to us. And I do that. I do that in a lot of cities. People know Triple OG all around the country. And I'm not
Yes.
famous, not for being famous, because I show up and I come into the community. I try to bring programs in the community. I try to help the homeless. I try to help the battered women shelters. I do whatever I can because if you got the community got you.
Right.
And if you got that, you got everything.
Hmm.
So,
It's so
we'll
true.
work on that.
Yes, definitely. I know that Queen Miss BK is trying to do to stop the violence out here in
Absolutely.
Boston. I believe we're gonna these last couple of years because a couple of people passed on my
Yeah.
side, but we're gonna I'm praying for the spring that we're gonna bring it out here in Boston, and I look forward to doing that because I feel like I see a lot of people that are either traumatized from the past of being a victim, or they're in an abusive relationship some
Right.
way somehow now, and they don't know how to get out. They're scared for their life, especially nowadays, like how you can get guns easily,
Right.
so they're very
Yeah.
scared. So I feel like Stop the Violence to come to Boston is a good selection,
Yeah.
and I
Absolutely.
look forward to take big parts of that, and I hope that you do come when she
Oh,
starts it up.
absolutely. Yeah. As soon as she give me the word, and I know what's going on. I'll make sure that I make time so that I could jump on the Amtrak and slide on up. I'm just
Oh
an
yes.
Amtrak away.
Yes,
You
yes,
know what I
yes,
mean?
definitely. Right there. And
Absolutely.
then also too, we were talking about awards, and I this is 673 interviews I've done in six
Yeah.
years. But there's people that are just starting, and like I used to get disappointed, like why didn't I get an
Right.
award? Why do I got my first and only award, and it was in New York at
Right.
Jamaica Queens, and
Okay.
I'm thankful and I'm humbled about it because I thought I was never going to get one. I thought it would have been my hometown, Boston,
Right.
because of all the two tours I did to represent for Boston. But I never got knowledge for that. And,
Right.
sometimes it hurts inside, but I know what I did. And I know there's doors that I did open for people. So I can sit back and be like, I'm satisfied. I helped somebody else.
Right.
It's not always about us, but how we were just talking about, we got to stay positive. But a lot of people get disappointed in that, but they don't put the work.
Right.
Like, you got to put the work is the main key. Like, you've been in this industry consistent since in the 70s, and that's important. And here you are. That's why I say 2025, you deserve to get that award. So anyone that is putting mixtape awards together, we gotta get you in there because I feel like you put all that work, you deserve to get an award. Like, you might not feel that, but you do, because there's people that are starting now and they're getting awards, and they don't have as half of the work you done, and that's important to know. Like, so that's coming from me.
Absolutely.
And I definitely hope, we get you 2025 with an award. It's gonna feel good. Hopefully Boston can get you in.
Right. Well, absolutely. I mean, it would be nice, but at the end of the day, I feel like my award is people accepting me and accepting what I'm doing. And if they're doing that, I'm happy, man, because it means that I did something right. You know what I mean? I'm probably not going to ever perform at the Super Bowl or do a national anthem, but that's okay. You know what I mean? As long as I could be walking down the street and somebody's bumping my joint in their car, I'm like, oh, yo, he bumping my joint. Okay. Back in the days, it was like the radio. You heard your song on the radio, and it was like, yo, my song's on the radio. We ain't got radio no more. We do, but it's not the same as it was. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that would be nice, man. I mean, I pray that, I do get one, but if not, that's all right, man. Because I like to spread joy and, I like to come and enjoy being with people. And, I ain't even got to know you. I'll sleep on your couch. I'll eat your wife's food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of person I am. And that's how I built my career. Sleeping on
Right.
couches in different cities, living with people that I didn't know, but I was doing music in their city and they said, "Yo, where you staying?" Well, I ain't got nowhere. Oh, well, you can stay. I don't think you could do that now though. But back
But
then, well, you probably
if
would
you're in the right
have.
direction, um, that when I did my tour, that's what I did. I put posts. I said I'm doing the tour. I'm starting with New England,
Right,
and I want to go
right.
down. So I did Boston, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Maine, Connecticut, um, New
Right,
York. I did all the boroughs,
right.
and then I went to Philly, Pittsburgh, Ohio,
Oh, nice.
Detroit, and every time when the artists that I was interviewing, they're like, "Oh, where you staying?" And I'm skeptical about people know where I'm
Right, right,
staying, so
yeah,
I'm like, I'm not too sure yet, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're welcome. My doors are open for
right,
you." And I'm like, "No, it's okay. No, no, you're doing the favor. You're coming to our city.
right,
We got to show you love back."
right.
So
Absolutely.
if you're around the right people,
That's
they'll still open the
the key.
doors. And if you come
Right.
to Boston, I got
Oh,
you.
absolutely.
No ifs and buts,
I believe that wholeheartedly, Queen, and I appreciate that
You're welcome.
because I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm
Okay,
gonna be
okay. I
coming.
look forward.
You know what I
You're
mean?
gonna get GGirl's homemade cooking. That's
I'll
for
be,
damn
yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Hey, listen, I'm coming.
Definitely, we'll
but
make that happen for sure.
but yeah, I'm gonna probably soon be sending you some information and on what I'm trying to bring to the city, so that you can look at it and tell me, okay, triple this could work, this could work, and then it's just a matter of working out logistics and because everything doesn't have to be done in the club.
Right,
Me personally, right now, I don't really do the clubs anymore because the clubs is too much of an expense, one, and then they make money off of you and you selling tickets. So if let's say you sell 300 tickets, right? And these people come in, they pay $10 to get in, so you make 3,000. They go spend $50 at the bar. How much did they make?
right,
Okay, so most venues, if I'm doing a club now, I'm going to the bar on it, and I'm saying, well, if I'm going to bring 500 people in here, I want 15% in the bar because
right.
now I don't have to sell tickets. I would
Yeah,
rather let people in free. Give me a percentage of the bar. Why? Because more people gonna come because it's free. But
yes,
most venues don't want to do that. They want you. Oh, okay, well, see you. So what I do is I just go get a space and do my event there. And if it's a city that is cannabis friendly, then I go get the cannabis vendor to come in
yes,
and they sponsor.
right.
Because they doing their thing anyway. So most of them is, oh, where you do? Well, we'll put this up. Okay, fine. People will go buy their own liquor. I'm not worried about liquor. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to sell music and push the. So why am I bound because of the liquor? So yeah, I would love to do the clubs and all that. If somebody's paying me to come in the club, yeah. But for me to pay for a club, but you got to pay for the club, right? Now you got to sell tickets. So now you bing, 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 busting your head, trying to sell these tickets, trying to sell these tickets. At the end of the day, okay, you sell some tickets. Whatever you do, they're going to make money off of you. What did they do? Nothing.
Right,
They didn't promote it. They don't even share your flyer. You sharing
right.
the flyer with their information.
Mhm.
So back in the days, yeah, but now, I ain't doing that.
You
I'd
know
rather go get
what
a space.
I
Yeah.
think it's good to because when I used to do the battle rap, I used to sponsor a battle rap and I did it for a year. And the thing was, I we used to rent out a VFW. So the
Right.
V and it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
And then the drinks are
Right.
cheaper. And then they got the
Right.
parking, so you don't have to worry about parking.
Right.
But all you need is the tight security at the door
Yep.
and have a great night. And a lot of them are 420.
Friendly.
They allow it.
Right, absolutely. And you know what's dope about the VFW? They're all over the country.
Right.
So if you're dealing with one, it's just a matter of contacting. each, going to different, and because once like you say, you in Boston, and then we go to one in New York and say, hey, we're working with such and such in Boston. We would like to do these, and then what we're going to do is when money is made, we can donate a little back, whatever. Yo, they'll work with you.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather do that
Yes.
too, absolutely,
Oh yeah.
because that big club with the big sound system and the VIP section and all that, they looking for you to bring them the money. And
Right.
I ain't your hoe. I ain't bringing you no money.
And
I'm
you
sorry.
can do that too. You can make your own VIP section
Absolutely.
by, there's ways of doing it inexpensive.
Yeah,
And that
absolutely. We
when
got to be innovative now because of the way that the game is. We, as artists, the artists get no respect. None. You know what I'm saying? We're the workhorses. We're the ones pushing that plow. Everybody's counting money at the end of the night, and then the artist, what does the artist get? You know what I'm saying? So, no, I'm
when I
down.
used to do my nightclub, I used to turn around and say, you get in for free if you bring 5 people with you. That's what I used to do. And I used to charge $10 at the door. But the club I had, the drinks were very inexpensive, like a
Right,
VFW.
right,
But
right,
it only held 100 people in the whole
right,
place. So it was kind of small.
right, right,
But we never had an incident.
right,
Never. We had
right,
the best DJ. Um, we had the drinks were on point, and they used to always make them
right,
extra strong.
right,
We used to bring food. My friend got married there. We threw her thing there on a New Year's Eve. And I did the cooking
right.
for her. Made her wedding cake. And it's like it's you got to be smart how you
How
want
you
to
do it?
budget
Yeah,
everything. But it
absolutely.
didn't happen.
Right, right. And like one of the things I did a lot was I would get a space in a city, and I will, whoever I'm dealing with in that city, I would say go to the city hall and find out what a 1 day liquor permit is. And most cities do it. And they say, okay, it's $150. I paid $150 because now I can bring in my own liquor. So
Yep.
I can go to liquor companies that are trying to get out and say, well, look, man, give me 30 bottles of this and and I'll promote your liquor. You
Mhm.
sponsor it, and they'll send it by
Yep.
the case because they're trying to get the liquor out. Now, it ain't Hennessy, it ain't Don Julio, but I'm not here to make Hennessy and Don Julio rich. Sorry,
Right.
you know what I mean?
You want a
Unless
local.
they're not cutting no checks for us. So, and not even, I'm not knocking nobody that's doing it, but at my age, I had learned the do's and the don'ts. A
Right.
lot of the young people don't know this, so they holding up the bottle, and we used to do it back in the days, Moet, champagne, we bottle bottles, they getting rich and we getting what? Nothing.
Nothing.
So I'd rather get the space, get the permit, and now I bring in because when you go in the club, it's mad liquor. But everybody's not drinking all the liquor, right?
Right.
So what do people drink? I just go get what people drink.
Mhm.
That's way less money, and we get in the bar now.
Mhm.
We charging $5 a shot.
Mhm.
That's our money now. It's
Right.
not theirs. So now we got the space. We got 500 people in our space spending $100 at our bar. How much is that? That's let's
Yeah.
see. Every 100 people at 500 is $500. So we made 2,500.
Right.
Easy, easy money. I've done that many times.
Yep.
That's how I really did all my, and that's why I started doing a lot of stuff outside. In the summer times, I would bring the stage out, and I got two mechanical bulls too. We would bring the, and that's what we were doing, and we would do our
Mhm.
own bar, and that everybody made money, thousands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm really looking more to do it that way because we make more money
Mhm.
and we paying people. So we giving jobs.
Mhm.
Okay, we need you to work the bar. We need you. The bartenders are making tips and they getting paid to work the bar. I'd rather pay them than let the club suck up all this money and then it's such and such. Y'all gotta get out. You know what I'm saying? And they throwing us out. They done made their money. They don't need us no more. Get out.
Right.
So yeah, that's just another way of doing it. But it's definitely a way of doing it where you make money.
I
You
tell
know what I'm saying?
artists all the time, I'm like, the best way is to go VFW, you rent it out
I
yourself,
like that.
and then you make the money.
Yep,
And then you get the
absolutely.
certain artists that you want. You could charge them to perform. You can turn
Absolutely.
around. You get the tight security. And
Absolutely.
once you have a good name out there when you're throwing shows, then like if you're part of the VFW, they're gonna turn around and give you a good name when they call back for the feedback of how the
Absolutely.
show was. Did you make money off of it? Did they, was it respectful? Was there any damage? They ask those questions, and that's why the rap shout out to Premier Rap Battle. They're no longer doing it right now, but they'll be
Right,
back. But they
absolutely.
did it strong, and they put a lot of artists on their roster
Right.
from all around.
Right, absolutely. Well, I'll put something in your head. We could, because I know we probably wind it down soon. We used to do them out in L.A. My manager, Judah Starr, our company is Bring That Beat Back, and we were doing battles, out there. So maybe we could do something where you got guys over there, we got guys out there. We'll do something local, and then the winners, will come there to Boston, and then bring your guys there to LA, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And you do it there. So I love the battle
me
stuff.
too.
You know what I'm saying? Now I don't like the battle stuff that's it's just, yo, I blow your face up. Nah, I don't.
Yeah,
If you ain't got bars, I ain't listening to you.
right.
Anybody can kill anybody. So sticking the ice pick in your eye is not impressive to me.
Hmm.
I want to hear your words, how you putting these words together.
Hmm.
And there's so many great lyricists out there that
Hmm.
don't get a chance because there's nothing for them to get a chance on. So I
It's
would
so
love to
true.
do that.
Yes,
So that
I actually did a battle 3 years ago. I threw my own battle, and I did it at a barbershop in Haverhill.
right.
And I have my own DJ, and I did it during a Saturday afternoon. So the barbershop's having people
Come in
coming in there,
there.
getting
Right,
their hair cut, and
right,
then they're getting a free show because they're getting the battle going on. And then I had live
right,
performances. So I had two people battle against each
right,
other, and then I had one, two, six performances. So
right,
and it was all positive vibes. And you know what
right,
I did? I brought my own cooler, and I
right.
had the liquor in
Trying
there, and
to
then I
tell you.
was selling cups like
There
that. And
we go.
it was peaceful.
That's what I'm saying, Queen. That simple. Now, if we could do that in 30 cities, we got a tour. That's
Right.
that, and that's going to save us money. It's going to help us get to where we need to go. And we it's easier to get sponsors to give product than give money. Nobody wants to give money.
No.
Nobody. But you know what? I still may be able to go to Hennessy and get 30 bottles. Just give me 30 bottles. That's all. That's all we asking. No, I still can go to John Julio, can you sponsor 10 bottles? We're gonna put a banner up. Okay, we'll give you that. Because they got liquor. So they ain't worried about the liquor. But when you say, oh, can you sponsor 5,000? We're gonna put a banner, they ain't doing
Hmm.
it. They're not doing it.
I got another barbershop that in Wilkins Barbershop in Haverhill. And if we ever need to do something, I know I can do a battle
Oh,
right there.
nice, nice. Okay. Well,
It's
I
a
definitely
small shop,
want
but
to
I
look
mean we
into
can
it.
make it happen
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely. Well, we go live. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, because everything is about this now. This is the arena now. This
Yes.
what we talking on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was little and I watched Star Trek, I was amazed when they would show them talking on the view screen, and I would dream that one day we're gonna be. Now I'm doing it. I'm
Right.
talking to you, and I can see you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So when we doing these things, it's all about going live because now we're inviting the world to watch it, and you could charge 99 cents. Okay, you
Yeah.
want to watch the battle? It's 99 cents. Who ain't got 99 cents?
Right.
You might get a million people at 99 cents. I mean, people will say, "Oh, nah, oh, man." Hey, bro, we can't fantasize what's not there.
Right.
I'd rather be realistic. You know what I mean? And sometimes the smaller spaces are better. And Kanye West is a prime example because when I was still, because I used to work with Def Jam back in the day, and when he was doing his first runs, he was doing these small theaters and stuff like that that fit 200 and 300 people, and they would be packed every time. But the tickets were like $70, $80 or whatever. But it made sense because he built his audience like that, because those smaller places became bigger places eventually. But when you got 300 people that like you, this is pre-internet, and then they going out to everybody. Oh, we was here. We was there. He was there. Now you got 1,000 people that's like, oh man, damn, I wanted to. I would have went. Now they're checking in because they want to see when he's coming back. So now they buying the records, and so it's not always about the arenas and all that. That's cool, but don't think that if you don't do that, that you
Right.
haven't reached anywhere, because Tory Lanez broke the internet. He had 1 million women on his live before
Hmm.
they put him in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But which is one of the reasons why I think they put him in jail. But anyway, you know, but because he did something that nobody did. And
Hmm.
it wasn't no marketing or nothing. This was 1 million women that went on Instagram just to see him.
Right.
So
Right.
that's the proof of this,
Hmm.
the power of this internet. It's just
Yeah.
all on how you put the information out so that people can check in.
Yes. 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 Definitely Triple OG. We're gonna
All right.
definitely get things
Yeah,
going.
absolutely, Queen.
2025. We're gonna make stuff
Let's make it
happen
happen.
for real.
Let's
We
make it
got
happen.
another Queen Alicia's in the building from Jamaica. Salute, Queen. Much love.
Peace, Queen. Peace, Queen. Respect, respect,
So, Triple
respect.
OG, what was the best advice you've been given during your whole career so far?
Never do anything without a contract.
Hmm.
Never do anything without a contract.
And make
And
sure you look at that little detailed words you don't know. Google it. Make sure you know this what that word means. If you don't understand it, that's very important.
get a lawyer. If you can't get a lawyer, put the question in AI. It's gonna tell you the answer. It's gonna tell you the
That.
right answer. I'm an AI nut. Trust me. I use it. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes,
Don't be
definitely.
afraid of it, because it does help. It's only when you're using it for bad that it's bad.
Right, right. Triple OG, give
All
your
right,
shout
Queen.
outs. Anything we didn't bring up, this is your time to bring it up
Well,
and give them all your social platforms where they can reach you.
like I said, Streets of Pain mixtape coming out soon. DJ E Man presents Triple OG Don Figga Roll Dice. Uh, Private Dance coming soon with Triple OG Don Figga, Dr. Nick, produced by DJ E Man. Shout out to the team, Legal Mob, of course, Miss BK, Judah Star, Huncho, Baby Mac, Mad Lab Studios, you know, DMF, DMI, you know what I'm saying, Rich Pockets, Diamond Tex, Bro Hall, and Big Shot, um, Moms.
Yes.
Shout out to
She's
Moms.
on the
Moms over
Iccy
there
Show
holding the
last week.
frying pan, like, you better say my name.
Yes,
So
yes,
shout out to Moms, you know what I mean?
definitely.
But, and shout out to you guys, for tuning in. Shout out to Lorenzo Murphy Jr., you know, E Wild, All Light, No Smoke. The list goes on, man. Y'all know who y'all are, and everybody that supports Triple OG. And like I said, let's stay humble, y'all. We don't got to kill each other out here, and let's be more willing to network each other with each other. And if you are a Spanish artist that can rap or sing in Spanish, send me something to my messenger right here, TRPL OGDF, or you can follow me on Instagram at the same name, TRPLOGDF on Instagram, or you could go on my TikTok at Don Figga Figga, and that's where my those are the platforms that I'm on, and holla.
Definitely holler at him. Definitely, definitely. Is there anything you would like to rap or spit? I always ask everyone before we end the interview.
Man. All right, let me see. It's gonna be a little
Let's get
vulgar,
it.
y'all. It's gonna be a little vulgar. You can weigh what I'm saying on the cocaine scale. Triple OG, just like Frankie L. Fish scale flows got you numb in the tail. Weed in the blunt, inhale, exhale. Stick up kid, like the niggas in the 80s. Take your sheepskin, jacket for your Mercedes. Take your gold chains, your kazals, and your ladies. A lot of niggas snitch, now they pushing up daisies. Hear a lot of talk, but niggas is fugazi. Hit you with some hollows in the mouth, nigga Swayze. Old school nigga, but I could care less. Niggas squeeze the Charmin, I just wear the vest. The game done changed, niggas going sugar sweet. Acting feminine, nail polish on your feet. Rap's a man sport, I don't care about your cause. Knock your head off, I don't care about the law. First thing I do is I step up on your turf. Thing in my hand, all blue like a smurf. Jump out the van, now you niggas hit the dirt. Jump out the van, now your man's hit the dirt. 8 million ways to die. But I ain't hearing none of that shit. I just roll and get high. All right,
Bars.
let the
That's what
old
I'm
man go to
talking
rest.
about. What?
Much love, Queen.
Live full
Appreciate you
effect.
having me. It's always a
You're
pleasure,
very welcome.
man. It's always a pleasure. Much love.
Respect, respect. Always triple OG Don Figga right here, live full effect on the Iccy Show interviews. 673 interviews. Much love and respect to this OG right here. And shout out to Legal Mob Entertainment. Thank you very much for being a part of it. And I'm glad that I met you. And let's keep on grinding, keep on going. And if you
Absolutely.
guys, you heard what he said, he has a mixtape coming out. So he is looking for reggaeton, Spanish artists, techno, so submit your music. The worst he could say is it's not going to fit the mixtape, and let's get it happen.
Yeah,
Why not? You always inboxing me looking for a mixtape to get on, and he's not charging, so this is your time to jump on that.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Peace, love, and respect,
Appreciate
King,
you, Queen.
always, and
Respect,
respect.
Queen. Salute.
Salute. Peace, love,
Peace.
respect, everyone.
Peace,
Figgy
love.